Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to another episode of Herobrine Mountains. I have no clue how long, and let me turn off too many items real fast. It's been since I've actually been able to sit down and just record this. I think the last time I recorded it was during the middle of summer break, so it's definitely been a while since I've been able to record, and it's great to be able to record again. You're probably wondering what's going on here. You don't remember seeing this in the last episode. Well, I've attempted to record this several times. Each time, one issue or another popped up, and I didn't get to finish recording, or I had issues recording, whether it be audio issues, video issues, whatever the reason be. Hopefully, this time I won't have any issues, because I'm starting to get annoyed. I mean, I love recording, but when you try it over and over again and you're having issues, it gets really frustrating. And I'm sure if you do videos yourself, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyways, I've got a lot of things to talk about that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but only really fit in Herobrine. So what I want to begin with is that I have installed a couple new mods and taken out a good chunk of other mods that I felt served no purpose whatsoever to the series, because I had several mods like the Mob, Amputation, the Tamable Chicken Mod. Those are just a couple to name that really I felt made no sense to have. All they really were doing, I felt like, were keeping other mods from being able to be compatible. So I took out a good chunk of mods such as those ones, but kept in some of the more important mods, such as, of course, Herobrine. Why did I call it Herobrine Mountains? I have no clue. I kept in Herobrine, of course. I mean, this series would not be Herobrine Mountains without Herobrine, so I kept that in. Of course, that's a no-brainer. I also kept in the more Biomes Mod. I mean, real fast, I'd like to point, imagine a Herobrine series that was devoted to Herobrine, the Herobrine Mod, without Herobrine. I mean, believe it or not, there probably are a few series that I've seen by new YouTubers who have done things like that. Not exactly like that, but things along those lines, where something a series revolved around had nothing to do with the series. What they're thinking when they have a series revolve around one thing, but have none of what the series revolves around within the series, if I'm even making sense right now, it doesn't make sense. I'm not going to bother telling you guys the series for the sake of those YouTubers. Because if I made something like that, I would be extremely embarrassed. But every new YouTuber, no one's perfect when they do YouTube. Even, except obviously the Yawcast. I mean, obviously they're doing something right. And then PewDiePie. But no, I don't really think I have anything where to say in this. Thanks, Mr. Creeper. I mean, I don't have much to say. I mean, 200 subs, which to every one of my subs, you guys all mean so much to me. I mean, every time I get a new subscriber, I guess unless you actually make videos, you don't understand. I don't think you understand exactly how much it means, to get a like on a video or to gain a new sub, because I mean, at least people like me who put a good amount of work into their videos, including commentary, gameplay, editing, and all that. It really means a lot when you put in all that work and you get reward from it. Like I say, either being likes, subscribes, favorites, whatever it be, and especially subscribers. When you gain a subscriber, it means a lot. It means you're doing something right. So, as I said, 200 subs. I guess you could say that's a lot. Some people maybe, but then when you compare it to other big-time users with hundreds of thousands of subs, it really is nothing. They gain 10 times more than that in a day. But nonetheless, every YouTuber starts with, not really knowing what they do to do. When I first started YouTube, making my own videos and stuff, I was pretty bad. I first off had a high-pitched voice, which most people don't like on YouTube. I guess in a way I don't have too big of a deal with it, but at the same time, I guess it depends upon the commentary. I mean, I found some kids, really young, like 9. Why they're making videos that young, I don't know, but they're pretty good at commentary. But really, the biggest thing is when you start, I guess, you really are not really afraid, but it's hard to leap out, kind of be yourself, and that's, I guess, the key to YouTube to really get anywhere, is to be yourself, to be all in it and not be scared to talk or say anything. And I think that's from what I've seen from a lot of new YouTubers, including myself, that's a big issue a lot of us YouTubers have when we first start. I mean, look at, any fairly big YouTuber, and you look at their first videos, if they even show them. I know I have made my first initial videos private for my sake, because in my opinion, my first videos are really bad. If anyone subscribed to me when I did the Out on the Outland series, I now look back at that series and absolutely hate it. I think that series was probably the worst series anyone has done on YouTube. I mean, that series didn't even have a true objective. It's like, we're gonna go in and we're gonna build something, and it's going to be very boring to watch. But I'm not gonna realize that until several months later, despite what everyone else on the channel is telling me. So I don't even know how I got to this point. I don't even know what I said that made me start talking about the starting of YouTube. Not that I have much part saying it. I'm not some big time YouTuber, and I know for a fact I'm gonna get hated on that. I already have before for saying things that only big time YouTubers say. I know for a fact I'm gonna get hated for what I just said. Either way, I just wanted to throw that out because I know. Because I look at some of the people that subscribe to me, I look at the channel, I should say, and there are some of you that do make videos, and so if this has any help for you, I'm glad it does. If it has no help for you, oh well, I hope you enjoy the commentary in the video. But what I want to do up here in my bedroom, as we move along from what I was just talking about, is, not bedroom, well, I mean, it's not super big. Guess you're probably wondering what I was doing there. I'm actually going to start adding the roof there, but I'm trying to think. I might want to add little, I don't know, guardrail right here. I guess we'll see how much room I have. I guess we'll start right there for the bedroom, and the door will be right there, which means, let me see here. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Trying to think, because we have the glass like this. I think I just screwed this over big time. Great. I could back the room up one, but that really would not give me that much room. I guess I'll just do this. I'll have this one little side by side, almost single, too high glass. Don't really like how that looks, but I'm going to save a lot more glass. I guess when I'm done, if it looks too bad, I'll just make more glass. I just don't really have anything to make glass. I kept in the Campfire Mod because the Campfire Mod includes several things that I enjoy in this mod that I'm not really going to go over. And they actually made the campfires be able to cook stuff. So I thought, it really works. If I'm ever out adventuring, this mod is going to come in really handy. So I kept it. It's just a neat little mod that seems to be pretty much compatible with everything. Every mod that I would use in this series. Not that I know anything about codes or anything like that I would know this would make that uncompatible. But either way, I kept that in. Probably the only really small mod that really doesn't serve much to the series that I kept in. And of course, I need to go get some more wood. A couple weeks ago, I think, about 3 weeks ago, and the person asked, it's one of my subscribers, I don't remember exactly who it is, I think it's Skeleton Girl, I don't remember. She asked me, and I feel really bad that I don't remember who it was, I'm really sorry, but she asked me if I had ever seen Herobrine before, you know, the real Herobrine, not the Herobrine in the Herobrine mod. And I in fact think I did. I can't be positive. I mean, it was on the server. Servers have plugins. It could have been a plugin. You know, the server I play on, the admin doesn't really, if there's something like that, he's not going to say a yes or a no. He's going to leave it mysterious so that you'll wonder till your dying days if he ever added it. And then you'll die with the knowledge of never knowing it. And that'll be quite sad. Maybe. Either way, I was in this really creepy mine that I made. And the mine was absolutely huge. I mean, it was like, I think 1,000 blocks long, and it had several branches. Some of the branches would be like 8 blocks high. The main part was only about 3 blocks high, just high enough so that a minecart with you in it could go. And it was huge. Hopefully when the server manager makes the world up for download, I can do a kind of tour of it and show you guys, because it was really, at least in my opinion, impressive. It was like really cool. It was the biggest thing I've ever done, and I put a lot of time into it, a lot of hours into it, and I was quite satisfied with it. And I got quite a bit of ores. I mean, I had a lot of ores by the time our server made a new world, and so you pretty much get the idea. It was a huge mine. Anyways, there was this one branch, me and Merlin, or George, whichever one you would like to call him by. Okay, sorry, timer just went off. Anyways, so there was this little branch section in the mine me and George made that it was creepy, really creepy. I started seeing stuff, and just, I mean, I didn't really know much about Herobrine at the time. This time, it was like, I think a little less than a year ago. So, you know, I knew about Herobrine, but I didn't know what I know now about him. So I just, you know, passed it off as my mind playing tricks on me as I'm in a really creepy place. And so I one day, as me and Merlin were mining down there, he yelled out, "Did you see that?" And I didn't see it. I was looking the other way as he saw this creature. And I said no, and he kind of just passed it off. He was like, you know, he kind of shrugged it off. He knew nothing about Herobrine at this time. So, a couple days go by, or maybe it was weeks. I honestly don't remember. I don't really remember it that well. I remember the night I saw him. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, I think it's either way. It's either a couple days or a couple weeks later, and we're back in this mine, making quite a big branch in there. You know, expanding this really large branch. And the thing about this branch in the mine we were making was, we would run into small caves, narrow pathway, 1x2 paths, you know, weird stuff. Never a 2x2 path, only like 1 block wide, 2 blocks high. And we had run into a lava spew. This lava spew was huge. I ended up giving up on the branch because seemed like the lava just kept coming. You see, the mine was like, I think 8 block. This branch was 8 blocks high and 10 blocks wide. So you would make a layer in, and you would run into more lava, and you'd have to fix that up. And you would only, it would be like every 10 minutes you successfully mined 1 layer of stone. And so it was just taking too long. And the last night we attempted it, I was in the mine with a couple people. If anyone remembers Newbie from the Out in the Outland videos, I was with her, I was with George, and I was with one other friend, and we were all in there. I was showing them the mine because they didn't really know much about the mine. They had Newbie had seen it, but she really never explored it because you would get so lost in there. Because this was back, you know, when I first made the mine. It wasn't when Minecraft had the fog down there in the mine that they do now. So you could see from I had actually got to the mine so big at one point that on far render distance you couldn't see the beginning from the end. So I was, by now when I'm showing them it, the fog Minecraft added deep down at bedrock is down there. So I'm showing them around so they don't get lost. When we're in the section where we're making this giant branch, and in this giant branch there was this one little cavern that I never remembered making, neither did Merlin. And as I turn around, as I'm mining at this layer where I'm telling you about where the lava is, I turn around to look at my friend, and behind her there I see someone jump in there, and this, you know, little hole that they jumped through some cobblestone, and I freak out for a moment because it looked like Steve, and it was only for like a split second that I saw this. And I ran over to where I saw Herobrine jump in, and by now I'm thinking, is this Herobrine? And no, this is exactly where George had seen something too. Or had seen Herobrine too, I should say. And I mine away the cobblestone, and sure enough, there's a little cavern that neither of us made. And from there, we pretty much completely blocked in this little hole that we saw him jump in. And we didn't really close off, but we never went and mined for the lava, the overflowing lava, and the Herobrine reason. We never mined that area again. So when the world goes up for download, I will show you guys the world. I'll possibly even give a link for the download if you guys want to go check it out yourself, because it's more than just that little mine. It's going to be like the entire old server map I used to play on. But I just wanted to, you know, ask you guys, now that I'm done with my story, if you guys have ever had a real Herobrine encounter, whether it be, you know, on a server, whether it be single player, whether it be a possible real one or a fake one. I want to hear you guys' story, and the best one that I hear, if you guys have any to even tell me, I will actually make a quick video telling the story on, so that your story will be told almost in a creepypasta format. But it's been about, I think, actually 16 minutes, a little over the 10-minute mark, actually a bit over the 10-minute mark. So I'm actually going to finish the recording here. I might do a follow-up recording session, I'm not sure. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and subscribing would be very appreciated. And I hope you guys have a nice day, nice night, whatever it be. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next Herobrine Mountains. Ciao.